Hello, my name is Crucimix, and today I have a bit of a revolutionary concept for you guys. I'm going to be doing something no one has ever even thought of before except for me. An innovative concept, something so out of bounds that only I could ever think of it. It is a commentary video. This awe-inspiring, turn-of-the-century, genre-defining invention is my little creation, and I'm here to spread it to you. See, I sit here for 10 minutes or so, and I talk about nothing, and whenever I feel a little bit of a drought of what I'm doing, I put in little clips to react to, something to make fun of, something to, intermittently just bitch about, and today's topic is no lackey when it comes to being a source of things to bitch about. See, here on YouTube there are about two kinds of people I hate. The ones who I've always hated and have always thought were pieces of shit, the villains who were villains from the start, and then on the other side are the people I used to enjoy, or at least respect. People like Anthony Fantano, Philip DeFranco, H3H3, Boogie2988, people who, at times, were at least respectable in my eyes, but now have fallen from grace like Lucifer being cast out of heaven. Because my opinion might as well be Mount Olympus, and if you're cast from there, you're a real piece of shit. And today's subject is one such entity, someone I used to really enjoy as a kid. I actually quite liked them. Their name was, and is, Nyanners.
Tracy's here we come!
Back in the good old days, whenever people were searching message boards rather than posting on YouTube, there was this entity living on /B on 4chan. Her name was Nyanners, and she was a massive shitposter and really captured the hearts of many. Now, how did she achieve this? How did she garner the attention of so many 4chaners? 4chaners doesn't really sound right. Maybe betards? Yeah, betards. Anyway, how did she get this attention? Well, her shitposts and songs usually tended to revolve around one subject in particular. She was very fascinated, very enthralled by the concept of a lolly. Now, I've talked about lolicons in the past, and I'm pretty indifferent towards them. I'm not exactly the biggest defender or, fighter. I'm not against them, really, necessarily. Like, as long as you're not hurting a real person, I think it's fine, whatever. But, for the uninitiated, a lolicon is a person who enjoys drawings of underage girls in slightly promiscuous, situations, some not safe for work stuff, some things that, might make you a little, gaggy. And I understand, what your knee-jerk reaction is, man, that's fucking disgusting. You really defended these people? But you gotta remember, the past is a different country, and people used to not get so offended by fucking drawings. Anyway, Nyanners used to be one of these people indulging in degeneracy and making shitposts about lollies, and it all really, came to pass, really culminated with her making a song.
And be a super moe and generic lolly. I wanna do something for you, Oni-chan said. I guess instead, what are we going to do on the bed? Oh no, oh no. Pop, pop, kimochi, what's this sticky stuff on me? Play with me until I smell like salty coins and milk. Today we will have lots of fun. Ooh, am I cute in my favorite swimsuit?
Now, I was about 7 whenever this song came out, and my brother, for some reason, really enjoyed this, and showed it to me, and I was such a horny, disgusting little freak whenever I was 7. Such an angry little, disgustingly enraptured, degenerate freak whenever I was 7. I would do terrible things, but I loved this song. It was my favorite song. I would listen to this for hours. So just starting off, I was a pretty big fan of Nyanners, before, I really even had access to the internet. The only way I could watch this was through YouTube on my Wii, because I didn't have a computer. I was a 7-year-old. Back in the day, they didn't just give 7-year-olds iPhones, man. Being 19 in the South is like being 40 anywhere else. I'm basically a baby boomer, but starting off, I was a huge fan of Nyanners. And that really stayed with me until 2018, 2017, somewhere around there, whenever I was like, wait a minute, this is so stupid and painful to hear. I hate this. This is absolutely graining on my ears. How did I ever enjoy this at all? Maybe all that filthy Frank I was watching just opened my eyes. And that's about the point I unsubscribed from Nyanners. But apparently, unbeknownst to me, she made an apology for that song. She really retracted. She was so ashamed of herself, so ashamed of her degenerate fanbase, that she just felt the need to apologize and take down that video. And that's definitely the reason. That's really the real reason she did this. Definitely not the fact that she was being associated with this kind of jokes and couldn't get jobs being a voice actor or whatever, which she definitely, she was really cut out for doing that. everybody knows whenever the new dubs come out, like whenever Funimation makes something new, they're like, oh god, they need to see what Nyanners voiced in this episode. Oh man, I can't wait. That definitely happens. That's a real thing. Anyway, we're about 5 minutes in, and I have yet to let you even hear any of Nyanners speaking, and I'm still not going to. So here's Turkey Tom reading her apology without his permission or his consent. So definitely don't copy strike me. I love you, Turkey Tom. Why is it that I think someone's gonna copyright strike me whenever I'm, like, on their side, but whenever I'm making fun of them, I'm like, no, there's no way they would ever do that. Like, it's way more likely Nyanners would, but even then, like, I have 19 subscribers, there's no fucking way.
On my YouTube side of the internet. But Nyanners does not stand by this song anymore, and I managed to find a copy of her apology for the whole thing, which I'm gonna read out here. This was made a few years ago, and is basically her retraction of the song and her saying that she really regrets making it. I took down Pomp for good. It's the worst video I've ever made, and I've never liked it or how it garnered the attention of a lot of unsavory types of people who make me very uncomfortable. And it's just plain gross and offensive most of all. I made the song parody when I was 16 and ignorant. It was meant to satirize a horrible doujian that became an unfunny meme at the time, and not meant to be some kind of shitty internet lolicon anthem at all. But people took it that way, and that's not what I stand for or condone. I wish I hadn't kept it up for so long because of peer pressure, and I'm really sorry for making it in the first place. I've grown and realized that it was a really gross video to make, parody or not, and I hate that it has enforced a certain mentality in some of my fans that I must think lolicon is cute or acceptable in any way, which in turn reinforces their own gross beliefs or makes people think that it's okay because I think it's okay. It doesn't matter if they're just cartoons, they're children, and that's that. I'm not going to argue about it. Sexual abuse, and especially sexual abuse of children, is not something to make light of, and I do not approve of my fans proclaiming themselves as lolicons or acting like it's some cutesy anime term that isn't rooted in disgusting crap. I've wanted to take this video down for years, and I'm so glad I finally did it, because it's not something I want to be associated with anymore. It makes people uncomfortable, and it's hurtful, and gives people the impression that I'm okay with that kind of stuff when I'm not. I have over 100,000 subscribers now, and a lot of people look up to me. Most of them are as young and impressionable as I was when I uploaded that awful video. So I absolutely cannot set a bad example for all of them. If anyone has any problem with me taking the video down, feel free to unsubscribe. I'm so happy that I finally got rid of that piece of trash. For context, this apology was from around 2014, so it would have been 3 years or so after the song was posted.
Now, from this apology, you must think, oh, Nyanners would definitely, like, never make anything lolly-based, never do anything like that again, because clearly she really walked back her opinions on that. She definitely doesn't side with that previous version of herself, and she really wants to change and grow, but you'd be wrong. You'd definitely be fucking stupid and wrong if you thought that. Like, everything this girl makes is fucking lolly-based still. If anything, it's gotten worse, and some of it is far more disgusting than the Pomp song, like, infinitely worse. I'm just gonna play you a clip, just a nice little YouTube short she made recently.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's Feet Friday. Yeah, it's Friday, it's been a long week. Boy, am I ready for the weekend? Am I right, gamers? Yeah, my feet are so sore. Smells kind of like Fritos in here. Does anyone else smell that?
If God exists, when I die, he's going to show me, fat, alone, with my shirt off, at 2 AM watching this in preparation to make it in a video. Several times I had to watch this fucking video. You have no idea what that has done to my psyche, alright? I've just been having this, like, internal debate. Do I even upload this? Do I just stop here? Because I can't stand this. I feel like I should censor this, almost. It's that fucking bad. How did she get away with uploading this? This is wretched. Like, actually wretched. It makes me retch. It makes my fucking stomach turn. It makes me feel as if I have just consumed so much of something I did not want to eat. It's that same feeling you get after watching like 5 or 6 horror movies back to back, and you're not even afraid anymore. You're just like, oh, I've had my fucking fill. My stomach hurts now. Like, this is bad. Don't worry, I won't show you anything that bad. Though there are worse things. Like, how long until there's Nyanners making fart fetish garbage? Because this is basically there. This is already to that fucking level. But no, guys, she's moved away from all that lolly fetishes stuff. She's not one of those degenerates like she used to be.
Oh fuck, I can like man spread in my chair. What? Ah! Wait! I don't have to worry about shit! I'm wearing shorts under this. I have trauma, okay? I have trauma from the last model. Like this? Just a little more.
Nyanners content is essentially for the Discord kittens of the world. Whenever someone's like, oh, you can be funny without being racist, they always send something that is equivalent to Nyanners content. Nyanners makes content for people who play League of Legends and wear these long striped pink and white socks and listen to things like Femboy Hypno, Sissy Hypno, things like that. They get groomed on Discord, they end up sucking some guy's dick, and they're always like 14. We all know someone who watches Nyanners type content, and we might even know someone who watches Nyanners content, and if you know someone like this, please sit them down, talk to them, ask them what they're doing. If you're a parent, maybe take their phone away, maybe get them some help, maybe some therapy, definitely don't indulge them because, it's not a good time. Because, like, once they hit the femboy phase, they're like 2-3 years away from the Nazi phase, because those two, like, they go together like fucking apple and pie. Like, it's disgusting. They always come together for some reason. Right now you're wondering, how does this relate at all to Nyanners? You went on this massive tangent talking about a group of people that have nothing to do with the person you're talking about. You're a real piece of shit, aren't you? You're a terrible YouTuber. I would unsubscribe if I subscribed. Well, no, dear viewer. Before you click that button and then unclick that button, please examine the following video.
I know I promised comfy video time, so let's go ahead and take a gander.
You're now listening to 102.3 Real Rock FM.
This is a Gianni video.
Where we play nothing but rock, and more rock. This ain't your granny's station.
Would you believe me if I told you this was a 30-year-old woman? I'm 19, and there are people my age who have children and jobs and, like, live and are very productive towards society. Nyanners is none of those things and likely never will be any of those things. Now, I don't know for sure if Nyanners has kids or not, but I'm really, really hoping she doesn't.
Yes.
Okay, we'll see if it's a good one.
Finally, I'm one of those guys who can't wait to get to work in the morning. Like a dairy cow.
It's me! I fucking hate that you made me laugh at a pixelated, blurry-ass Family Guy clip uploaded in, like, fucking 2010. Yes! 480p funny moment!
Now, after seeing those last two clips, I know what you're thinking. Man, I'm sorry for doubting you. That really is the content that Discord femboys watch, and I know. You didn't expect it. I hadn't really shown you the precedent for that information. I was really building up to it. I was sort of crafting a thematic through line here. I was dragging you through my videos so that you were waiting with bated breath to see where I was going. And for such a cinematic masterpiece, such an epic piece of information, such an innovative concept for a YouTube video, there's only one real, recompense you can give me. One real thing you can do for me. Now, don't worry, I'm not a Discord admin. I'm not going to try and groom you into being a femboy or anything disgusting like that. Instead, I'm just going to ask you to roll your finger all the way down to the subscribe button and do the standard thing all YouTubers ask you to do. But for me, I want you to stab it. I want you to gut that subscribe button like a fish. I want you to rip it apart, and whenever the bell comes out, I want you to beat the fuck out of that too. My name has been, and will be Crucimix in the foreseeable future, so if you found it within yourself to enjoy this at all, thank you for, enjoying it. I love you. Goodbye.
You have post-traumatic stress disorder? Sucks for you. Can't say that. Can't say that. Can't say that. You're done. You're done. Can't say anything. You cannot say, my daddy's biker gang. What the f? Turn the cameras off. Are you stupid?